Welcome back to Kings of United States. If you love stories of resilience, legacy, and true sportsmanship, you're in the right place. Today's spotlight is on a man who defied all odds to become one of the most beloved and influential figures in professional wrestling. He's a high-flying legend, a symbol of lullaby, and a hero to millions. This is the incredible journey of Oscar Gutierrez Rubio, better known to the world as Rey Mysterio. Born on December 11, 1974, in Chula Vista, California, Rey Mysterio grew up in a family with wrestling deep in its roots. His uncle, Rey Mysterio Sr., was a celebrated wrestler in Mexico and the one who introduced young Oscar to the ring. Unlike many kids his age, Oscar wasn't dreaming about being a superhero, he was preparing to become one in real life. He trained under his uncle from a very young age, learning the ropes of lullaby, the high-speed, acrobatic Mexican style of wrestling known for its colorful masks and jaw-dropping maneuvers. He debuted at just 14 years old in Mexico, performing under various names until finally taking on the mantle Rey Mysterio Jr. in honor of his uncle. Even in those early days, it was clear this kid was different. Despite standing only 5 minutes 6 seconds and weighing about 150 pounds, his talent was impossible to ignore. In a world where giants ruled the ring, Rey was changing the rules. He spent years performing for various promotions in Mexico and the United States, including AAA and EQ, but it was in WCW World Championship Wrestling where Rey Mysterio truly began turning heads. He joined WCW in 1996 and made an immediate impact. Fans couldn't get enough of his speed, agility, and creativity in the ring. He was flipping off ropes, spinning through the air, and pulling off moves no one had seen before. His matches against names like Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Chris Jericho are still talked about today. They weren't just wrestling bouts, they were performances, almost like ballet with body slams. But Rey Mysterio wasn't just winning over fans, he was breaking barriers. At a time when lighter wrestlers were often sidelined, Rey helped push the cruiserweight division into the spotlight. He became a multi-time cruiserweight champion and tag team champion in WCW. Yet behind the mask, there was a young man fighting to prove that heart mattered more than size. In 2001, WCW closed its doors, and fans wondered what would be next for Rey. The answer came in 2002, when he signed with WWE. But something was different. Gone was the maskless Rey from the final days of WCW. In WWE, he returned to his roots, donning the iconic Lua mask again, and instantly reviving the mystery and spirit that had captured so many hearts. His WWE debut was electric. The crowd erupted as he ran down the ramp, leapt into the ring, and immediately delivered jaw-dropping moves that left everyone stunned. Week after week, Rey brought lullaby to a global audience. He introduced millions of fans to a style of wrestling they had never seen before, and he did it while staying true to his culture and traditions. But Rey's journey was never easy. He faced setbacks, injuries, and skeptics who doubted his staying power. Yet time after time, he proved them wrong. In 2006, he reached the pinnacle of professional wrestling by winning the Royal Rumble. And what made it even more historic? He entered at number 2 and lasted over 62 minutes, breaking the record for the longest time in the Rumble at the time. That victory wasn't just personal, it was emotional. Just months earlier, Rey's close friend and fellow wrestler, Eddie Guerrero, had passed away. Rey dedicated his Rumble win to Eddie, pointing to the heavens in tribute. The moment was raw, real, and unforgettable. Fans wept. Commentators choked up. And Rey Mysterio's story became larger than wrestling, it became a symbol of love, friendship, and legacy. Following that legendary win, Rey went on to WrestleMania 22, where he faced Kurt Angle and Randy Orton in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Against all odds, he won, becoming the smallest wrestler ever to hold that title in WWE history. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Rey, but for every underdog, every doubter, and every kid who dared to dream big. But even as a champion, Rey never lost his humility. He remained grounded, respectful, and proud of his heritage. Over the years, he's carried the Mexican flag with pride, wearing masks inspired by Aztec warriors, comic book heroes, and even tributes to friends like Eddie Guerrero and the late great Kobe Bryant. Every outfit told a story. Every match honored his journey. Rey has held numerous titles throughout his career: Intercontinental, United States, Tag Team, and even the WWE Championship. Yet it was never just about belts. It was about moments. Like his breathtaking matches against Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, and Batista. His fierce rivalries with Chavo Guerrero, Chris Jericho, and The Miz. His underdog battles in Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber matches. And of course, his return to WWE in 2018, after several years away, still moving like a man half his age. What makes Rey so special isn't just his talent, it's his heart. He wrestles with a purpose. He fights for his fans, his family, and his culture. And in recent years, that family connection has become even more real with his son Dominic Mysterio joining WWE. For Rey, it's been both a joy and a challenge to share the ring with his son, whether as a tag team partner or, in one of the most talked about storylines, as a fierce opponent. Their WrestleMania 39 match was an emotional roller coaster, pitting father against son in a clash of pride, love, and generational tension. It was storytelling at its finest, something Rey has always excelled at. And even as Dominic takes on his own path, often as a villain, Rey continues to be the heart and soul of La Libre in WWE. He's a bridge between eras, a living legend who still inspires every time he steps through the ropes. And let's not forget Rey's influence goes far beyond the ring. He's been featured in video games, action figures, documentaries, and even Hollywood cameos. He's used his platform to speak about family, faith, and perseverance. He's shown that real power comes not from size but from spirit. As of today, Rey Mysterio performs on the Raw brand, continuing to defy time and expectations. At an age when most wrestlers hang up their boots, Rey keeps flying. And fans keep cheering. Because Rey Mysterio is more than a wrestler, he's a symbol. A warrior. A dreamer. A king in his own right. For over 3 decades, he's inspired millions with his courage, passion, and unmatched athleticism. From the streets of Tijuana to the biggest arenas in the world, Rey Mysterio has left a mark that will never fade. His legacy is not just written in gold, it's etched in hearts. Whether he's hitting a 619 or sharing a tearful moment with fans, Rey Mysterio reminds us what wrestling is truly about: heart, connection, and the belief that anyone, no matter their size, can rise to the top. So here's to the master of the 619. The ultimate underdog. The icon who made it all look effortless. Thank you, Rey Mysterio, for your endless contributions to the world of wrestling, and for being a role model for generations. Your journey is far from over, and we can't wait to see what the next chapter holds. Thanks for watching Kings of United States. If you enjoyed this journey through the life and legacy of Rey Mysterio, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more inspiring stories from the greatest legends in American wrestling and entertainment. Until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and always believe in the power of the underdog.